Welcome back, Saber fans. Tony here from RoninSabers, and today another install review for you. If you're new to the channel, I do install, repair, and review these sabers, so please like, comment, and subscribe. I also have a website, RoninSabers.com. You can find my finished products and sound fonts. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out the link in the description below. So here we have a very custom lightsaber. This is a lightsaber designed for a returning customer. He had basically built a lightsaber out of V1 MHS parts from the custom saber shop, and then had it acid etched from Bad Batch etching, which he's done a few sabers for me in the past that I've installed and stuff, and he did a stellar job on this. So basically you have like a Thor Ragnarok kind of hammer on there, and then a lion crest. And then you have, like, on the control box section, you have the wolves guarding a tree. It's very, very cool. And then all these techno designs on there. It's absolutely amazing, the amount of work and the craftsmanship inside this saber. So the customer, of course, wanted this to be Proffie installed. I got a custom chassis on here as well. You got the removable battery section here. The Proffieboard is located around where the greeblies are for the light up. You have negative on the spring side, which is towards the hilt, or towards the board, the buttons, and then you got the positive towards the pommel, and then of course a 24 millimeter smuggler's outpost speaker. So you got two buttons here. The top one being green is the power, and then the red one on the bottom is the aux button. So you got both functionality there. Now you could take apart this upper section and disconnect the pin connector for the PCB, and then see the board and all the wires and spaghetti in there. But for the sake of the video, I won't demo it. And then you got a stock V3 connector in there. I did end up drilling and tapping all the screws that you see here. So one here for blade retention, here for the npxl PCB, and then two here for the control box, the low profile control box, and then two holes were drilled for the buttons here. So for operating the saber, you just put the battery inside the saber.
My powers have doubled since the last time we made count.
And it'll power up. Of course, you can put the pommel back on, or the grip section here back on. It's a very light saber, just because all the pieces are so small and so thin. When the saber is off, the red greebly will blink, and when the saber is on, you'll have the green greebly blink. This, of course, will have a few sound fonts on there. The customer didn't ask for a lot of fonts, and so without further ado, let's show off the fonts and the blade styles. Alright, for the sake of the video, we'll be using a 27-inch blade. With this saber, it's going to be a bit quiet just because there's a 24mm speaker in there compared to 28mm speakers and stuff. If you wanted better resonance, you could put like maybe 1-inch blade in there or 7/8" blade in there to basically create better resonance inside the pommel. But for the sake of the video, we did not do that. So again, power, just tap to turn on the power button. Just click aux for blasters. Smooth swing, of course. This saber has two really good choke points, one above the buttons and then one below. Very, very nice, and it shows the accents very well. You does have gesture features as well, so twist off and twist on. You do have a track on there. This has the Battle over Coruscant, and also it does have a track player, I believe. It just goes through Battle of Heroes or Battle of Coruscant. For lightning block, just hold power, tap aux. Put it here. For color change, it's the opposite, so hold aux, tap power. You can go through the color wheel. To select or fine tune a color, hold down power and let go. If you want to just confirm it, just hit power. The greeblies will turn on both as well when you're doing this, and it'll change depending on what orientation you have it. If you want to go back to the original coded color, just hit aux, and they'll both go back. Force effects.
This whole operation was your
quotes. Yeah. So the customer here wanted to kind of tell Anakin's story and then have some kind of custom saber fonts on there.
Anakin has turned to the dark side.
So this is actually the bold one by K-Sith. This is kind of Anakin's turn. It has a sad Order 66 track on there.
Kill you. Anakin, my allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy!
The metal you hear is actually the D-ring. It's on the bottom, so, but yeah. Tons of quotes on there as well.
Darth Vader.
This is the villain version of the Chosen One. So it'll start off blue. Of course, you can slaughter aliens with it. If you do color changing, it'll go directly to red, symbolizing Anakin's turn. You can choke younglings. Has a multi-blast begin sound.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What
you can slaughter younglings quicker. Just click Ox to get out of it. Go back to normal. Next up.
If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
The track for the previous font is Anakin's Dark Deeds. I did not show that, but yeah. This one is the Anakin versus Obi-Wan version of the Chosen One slash for K-Sith. Different quotes and stuff for this one as well. Has Anakin versus Obi-Wan as the track. So, next up. The customer wanted a green lightsaber, preferably a ROTJ Luke, so I put on my ROTJ Hero sound font on there, which is a Return of the Jedi Luke. And so, nice solid green on there. Lining block. Quotes. Force of X. This has the Bard scene on there. But yeah, very long. But next up. The customer here wanted to have a yellow font. He didn't specify which one. In my opinion, one of the coolest yellow-bladed people are the Internal Twins, Arkin and Thexan. And so I put Arkin on here by Kyberphonic / K-Sith. It's a nice gold yellowish blade. This also has a track player on there. To do in a track player, just tilt the blade sideways and then hold the power button for 2 seconds and let go. Get that beep, and then you can just rotate your saber. To select a track, just hit power. Next up. The customer wanted a red font, preferably a Vader hallway scene, and so this is Father V2 by Kyberphonic. This is the R1 version. So nice slow ignition there. Tons of quotes.
Its power to create problems has certainly been confirmed. A city destroyed, an Imperial facility openly attacked. You seem unsettled.
This has the hallway scene on there, of course. Oh. Next up. So the customer here wanted a purple sound font that kind of fit with a kind of purple lightsaber Jedi, and so I decided to go with K-Sith's Balance. This kind of has a type of sound that would be on a purple blade. It has that characteristic to it.
Father's Lightsaber. This is the weapon of a Jedi Knight.
The customer was debating about putting a light side or light blue sound font on here, as well as a white silver blade, and so I ended up putting both on there. This is A New Hope Graphics by Kyberphonic. This is a nice light blue. So he wanted it to basically turn to the dark side and then kind of go back to the light, and so the yellow and the purple and then light blue and then white. I thought this was a very classic sound to a light blue.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
So yeah. This has the Force theme on there. Yeah. Next up.
Ahsoka Tano! Bo-Katan sent me.
Now, ending with the order of sound fonts, we have silver. Now, this is the turn back to the light, finally, the purest of Jedi you can be. This is the Sorcerer by Kyberphonic, of course, Silver Blade.
To wield it takes a great deal of training. I want to see if he'll listen to you.
That would be a first.
I like firsts. Good or bad, they're always memorable.
Grogu. Come on. Take the stone.
Can he still wield the Force?
You mean his powers?
This has the Mando Jedi track on there. Very intense, very nice. But yeah. Next up.
Prepare a boarding pass.
And last but not least, you have your passive battery monitor, which fades from green to red depending on the battery voltage, and of course the party blade. So that includes the install for the MHS Custom Saber V1. Of course, I hope the customer enjoys it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful day, and may the force be with you.